change cameras, and that's not fair.
I know. I see. Take a snapshot on this one. I think it works. Huh?
That's really.
What's it?
Sit down, Marie, sit down.
Yeah. No.
Well, thank you, everyone. Welcome to this beautiful afternoon. This morning we got started. We didn't know exactly how it was going to turn out. But thank you on behalf of Carol and Cheryl. I'd like to thank all of you for coming, and welcome to Villamia, for coming to a beautiful home and helping celebrate this wonderful time in Andrew and Ashley's life of them getting married. I'm Doug Beatty, and my bride in the back is Mindy. And Mindy and I were neighbors. We first met Carol and Cheryl when we were neighbors some years ago. And our friendship just blossomed over the years, as you might guess it would be. All of you know who they are, and they're a lot of fun, you know. And they have been, over that time, they've been very gracious, and including Mindy and myself into their parties and their celebrations and their family events. And that's how we got to know Andrew and Ashley, and they've got something going on over here, you can tell. And for that, we're very grateful.
May as well get married 3 times.
Sorry.
Well, Carol and Cheryl had shared with me a story that Andrew had called and let them know that that they'd been in Vegas and got married. And they were just excited and so proud for them. The very first thing they wanted to tell them that they wanted to open up their home for them and have a party to celebrate this wonderful time in your life. I know it's almost X-rated. Andrew, I'll tell you, I've been to Vegas a lot of times over my life, and I've seen a lot of guys come away big losers. And I've seen a few guys come away big winners. And I'm standing here next to you and Ashley and seeing Ashley, this beautiful dress and how ravishing you look, that my buddy, you came away a big winner. You know, when Mindy and I were engaged to get married several years ago, we went through all the preparations that you normally would do. You talk to your pastor, you do things that you want to do to bring your life together. And during that period of time, someone had suggested to us that what we should do is read the book, Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. I really think the one who suggested that was really more pointed toward me than it was Mindy. But I tell you, Andrew and Ashley, the part of the book it said that while both of you, and a man and a woman, do look somewhat like, you have the hands and fingers and nose and ears. Now, there are some things obviously a little different, but for the most part, they're from the same species. But as the book said in there, that there's as much difference between a man and a woman as there is between a lion and a zebra. And how in the world do you communicate with each other where you can make your love and your relationship blossom and grow over the years? Well, part of the book said, in there were 101 things that a man should do to help better his communication with a woman, with his bride, and with his wife. The 101th, I remember this one exactly because well, you'll know why in a minute, because 101 was put the potty seat lid down. Well, we hadn't been married, a couple, 3, 4, 5 weeks, something like that. And in the middle of the night, back in the bathroom, I hear Mindy holler out, 101! Well, I slipped there a little bit, but Andrew, I have to tell you, that potty seat has been down ever since that time. Andrew and Ashley, I'll tell you this. I think there is nothing in the world that I can think of that's more important than a good partner. A partner that shares your life with you. Someone that you love and you care for, and you will do anything for one another through thick or thin. You know, when times are good and you have something really happen to you, great, maybe it's at the office, maybe it's at work or whatever, God, it feels great to come home and you share that with your partner. And they share that experience with you. Well, unfortunately, not all the days are great. Sometimes there are bad times. There are bad days. Things just happen. And through that, to have a partner that you can share and you can comfort one another and you can console them and be a part of each other and know that there are better days out there along the line. And that makes your partnership. That's what the partnership is all about. And I just can't think of anything in this whole world better than a good loving partner. Andrew and Ashley would like to share with you now the vows that they would like to exchange with one another, a feeling from the heart, and express their love that they have for one another.
Okay, alright, so I know I'm probably supposed to sit here and look at her and say something really sweet, and I'm going to probably, but I didn't write anything down. I didn't prepare properly. My English teacher mother would be pretty disappointed in me, right? Yeah, I didn't write anything down. But I'll tell you a little bit about us, I guess. The first time we ever hung out, we probably sat there and talked for a couple of hours, and at the end of the night, I'll be honest with you, I didn't really know what to think. You know, I knew that I had some kind of connection with her, and I wanted to hang out with her again. But, shoot, I was pretty clueless at that point. Within a couple of weeks, I was ridiculously in love with her, and I hadn't told her yet, because, I thought, wow, that's pretty quick to go off and tell somebody you love them. So I had a couple of beers in me, and I send her a text message that says, I think I'm in love with you. So she writes me back, I think you should call me up and tell me yourself. I called her up, and I told her that I loved her, and she said she loved me. And that was the very first time I ever told her I loved her. And I think ever since then, I probably told her every single day, and I hope that I'll tell you every day for the rest of my life.
I guess it's my turn now. I, like Andrew, 2 peas in a pod, apparently married for a reason, because I have nothing prepared either at all. So his was probably going to come off a little bit more eloquently than mine will. I love Andrew because he loves all of this. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm a package, a little crazy. Not like psycho crazy, but just kind of out there crazy. And, every time I say something and I don't see like a surprised look in his face, I'm like, that's why I have you. That's why I kept you around. And when we were in Vegas, we just thought it was the right time to do things. We thought that Elvis was the person who was supposed to marry us. And we just wanted to make it official as soon as we could. So oh yeah, so we said and I couldn't be happier, and I'm happy that all of you could come witness our little exchange here. Thank you.
Well, that was spontaneous. I had it on my notes to say, Andrew, please kiss the bride. He jumped right in there. So you did very well. That was just wonderful, guys. I'm so happy and proud for you, as everyone in this room is as well. And I know that some of you have friends and family that would like to at this time offer up their own words of encouragement, Good tidings are a toast. For any of those who would like to come forward to offer a toast, please come forward.
Any takers? We tried to get enough cocktails out there so that by this time people would be
This is also a surprise, but it's a very nice surprise to toast a new couple. And you've expressed your love for each other, and that's one of 3 things that I've usually provided to others.
Thank you.
We'll give a minute while the wine is, or the, I guess that's champagne wine is being distributed.
They did remember. They did remember them.
Glory. Right.
You're welcome.
I'm not sure that's all. No, it's almost spread around. So. There's some more coming around in case you don't have a glass.
We have glass anywhere.
All right, that's there's a few more. Anyone else need beverage, glass, or? Gene, what's yours? We need photographic evidence that Gene has a drink, so. And to start over a little bit, I am Greg. I am Andrew's dad. And so we've done a lot of things in the past. And I'm very proud of him. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lori and Ashley. Lori.
I've shared with other people this small little bit of wisdom I think is appropriate for others to
Lori. Here's your bubbles.
there are usually 3 things.
Oh.
Talk too long. I ran out of words. 3 things. You've shared the love,